with a new video. Obviously, I'm back because why else would I be here in front of my camera filming? Anyway, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about 2014, kind of all the fun things that I did, just kind of replaying and show some pictures for you guys. So I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate, and a even better New Year. Basically, this is my first video for 2015, so I survived 2014, surprisingly. First things first.
First things first, I'm the realist.
I got a haircut, and I cut about 3 to 4 inches off, which is crazy. I'm also wearing lipstick, because, you know, new year, new me, right? No, not really. I'm pretty much the same that I was when I started making videos. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. So rewind to 2014 January, because that's where it starts, and the new year always starts in January. That's nothing new. So I started off my 2014 in Hawaii because that Christmas break I had gone to Hawaii and we spent 3 weeks there. We went to the Turtle Beach, or me and my dad went to the Turtle Beach anyway. My mom was on like an excursion thing by herself. We also spent a whole day at the beach just boogie boarding, tanning, and relaxing. It was so much fun. Totally opposite of being in Hawaii and at the beach in the sun. I came back home and shortly after it was all snowy, and so me and my next door neighbor went sledding. The next big thing that I did was my friend came from Seattle to visit me for a long weekend, and we played Barbie dolls, guys, and had fashion shows, and I can't talk. My friend and I actually filmed the best friend tag, and whoever lost was supposed to lay in the snow in their bra and shorts. Basically, we both epically failed at it, and so we both laid in our bra and shorts in the snow. The best friend tag never got up on the internet because it was really embarrassing, and no one needs to see that. Then, jumping to March of the year, me and my parents went to Arizona. We always go visit my Nana and spend a week there because that's as long as my spring break is, and you know, can't miss school. While we were in Arizona, we actually have been taking these like excursions, but this time we went to the Flintstone Park. It is such a cute little park, and we took so many pictures by all the different little statues, and we had a good time. It was actually super windy, and then also because we were there, the whole reason was to go see the Grand Canyon, and it's absolutely amazing. Like, if you are into like scenery and stuff, I definitely advise going there. Definitely on my bucket list too, and I'm glad I got to check that one off. Also, part of going to the Grand Canyon, we took a train there and back. We had the most amazing people as our attendants. The two ladies were absolutely sweetest people that you could probably meet, and the one was hilarious. On our way back, we stopped in to see my Aunt Amy, who also lives in Arizona. She is 90-something years old, and she is still as young, I swear, as can be. We were there, and she's like pushing her little cart around, and she like whips it around. Like, she is quite the character, and I just love her to death, so it was so nice to get to see her again. This one is kind of weird. Like, it's not that big of a thing, but I had never made my own popsicles before. But I finally made my own popsicles, and it totally failed because the thing that you like make it in is like the circle, and there's like the thing that you pour it in, and you stick these sticks in it. But like, I couldn't get the sticks out, and so I literally had to like bang it on our counter. I kind of crossed that off my bucket list because I sort of made them without totally breaking anything, I don't think. Another thing I did that was fun this year was I had a friend over, and we decided to tie-dye shirts and make Minion cupcakes. Right before summer, I've been always wanting a Polaroid, and right before summer, I ended up getting a mini Polaroid, and so I was super excited. So that was definitely like a major part of my 2014. By now, school was coming to an end, and I had a bunch of friends over to my house, and we had used the fire pit, and I told them to bring homework to burn. Thank goodness everyone did not bring all their homework, because we would have been burning homework till the next night. The pile was so big and the flames were like, wow. One of the first things I did that summer was I went on a hike with my mom and our two friends. It was definitely a lot tiring than I thought because I was really out of shape. Another bucket list thing that I finally accomplished was doing the Only Fools Run at midnight. We have one every single year here, but I ended up running it, and it was so much fun, dressed all like funky and stuff. And the pictures I have are honestly disgusting. I look like trash. But I'll put them in here anyway because, you know, I don't have anything to hide. It's not like I killed a man. Also, this year, it wasn't like a big happy thing, you know, but I had to say goodbye to my cousins. They lived right next door to me. Okay, now here is where things are gonna get totally insane. You're gonna be like, wow, you did so much. I had the best trip this summer. It was amazing. I visited like 9 states. The day I left for my summer trip was the 4th of July. I actually stayed in town for the 4th because I'm a senior, and so we have a senior float. And then I was on the senior float when I flew into Seattle, which is where I was meeting my mom because she went on the ferry and drove the car down. When I flew in, I had some friends that were on the plane too, and so we got to see like hundreds of displays from the airplane. It was like so surreal. It was amazing. I didn't get any pictures of it because it was kind of hard like in the airplane. And then also that night we did fireworks with the 2 friends that were on the plane, and then we met up with my friend from Seattle and her little brother and family, and we did like the little sparklers and firecrackers and smoke bombs and all that. Literally the best 4th of July that I've ever had. My friend from Seattle was coming with me to my grandma's house, and so we drove to my grandma's. The first thing I did when I was at my grandma's is we went to hike in the Ape Cave lava tubes down near Longview, Washington. I actually kind of panicked at first because going down there feels really claustrophobic and it's super dark, like you cannot see a thing. And I advise you, if you do go, to bring a lantern because we didn't. We had little pathetic flashlights. Yeah, I basically tripped and fell and I got my leg all scratched up, but it was definitely a fun memory. It was me, my friend from Seattle, my cousin Gus, and then Tyler. And it was so much fun. We went down 2 different tunnels. One was like super hard and the other is literally you just walk through it. So then me and my friend and mom and grandma went on a road trip. We went to California. Me and my friend went to a hotel and we actually lost our sandals. Like someone literally stole our sandals. We checked to see if anyone turned them in. We checked like around the pool where we left them. It was really weird. Like, I don't know who would want our nasty flip-flops because they were literally like the dollar ones from Walmart. Then we also went to Old Town Sacramento, and obviously they don't like you taking pictures with anything in their stores. You have to buy it first. So basically this picture I'm going to show you is illegal because we weren't supposed to be taking them. The next thing we did was we got to stop at In-N-Out Burger, which, let me tell you, I was so hungry, so that tasted like heaven. That was like right before we got to our hotel in Santa Monica, and Santa Monica hotel we stayed at was absolutely gorgeous. Me and my friend finally got to talk my mom into letting us go down Santa Monica Pier by ourselves, so we did that. We went back to the hotel, and me and my friend had originally, we always explore like the hotels we go to, and so this one, there was like this area where you could like hop over this like little railing and you could like stand on like a balcony type thing and you could look out across the array of lights from the town. So that was really cool. Rooftop, like chillin', you could call it, I guess. And that next morning, me and my friend went to Muscle Beach and hung out. We got so burnt. It hurt so bad. I think for like the next week or more, I was like, it hurt to move, like to sleep it was uncomfortable. I was peeling. Like this was literally the only time I've gotten burned. It was like that type of sun where it's like cloudy so you're not realizing how hot it is. So in these other pictures we're like super red and gross. After going to the beach, we got ready. 2-3 different buses we had to hop on just to get to Hollywood Walk of Fame because my mom didn't want to drive in that area, which I don't really blame her, but it took way longer to get there. Anyway, we went to the Hollywood Walk of Fame and walked down, and then because we got there so late, because the buses literally took forever, I swear they stopped every block. So then we went and ate at the New York Cafe while we were on the Walk of Fame, and then after that we went to the Wax Museum. That was really cool. Then we went to the Star Trek tours and we met the cutest Australian boy. We have a picture with him. That tour is so amazing. The guy was super nice on it, but we got to go see a bunch of different houses that like Ellen DeGeneres lived in and like all these other famous people. And we got to see all the lights like looking down on them at night. It was so pretty. We were the last people on his thing, and since there wasn't like any buses around that time, he decided to take us back to the hotel, but we got lost because he didn't want to take the freeway in like the little open car that we were in. So we actually ended up having to get on the freeway, and it was so much fun. Like me and my friend were like waving our, putting our hands in the air. It was just a great time. But yeah, the Star Trek tours brings you to like Beverly Hills and Bel Air and all these different areas. Me and my friend also got a 2 a.m. pizza order because YOLO. Our last day that we were there, we went to Santa Monica Pier and did a bike ride, which brings you down like the whole line, which is like Venice Beach and Muscle Beach. And then like while we were bike riding, there's a bunch of like booths, and so me and my friend got henna tattoos. That night we went to dinner at Manhattan Beach. The sunset was gorgeous. Like, it was so beautiful. But we ended up eating at this cute little Italian restaurant, and they were so nice and friendly there. I can't remember what it was called. Me and Danielle, my friend, you know, from Seattle that I've been talking about, we made a video, another one on my channel. It's called What Girls Find Attractive in Guys. So then the next morning she had to leave, so she got on the plane that morning, and then me, my mom, and grandma went to Hermosa Beach to get sweatshirts, and then we continued on our trip to Arizona because we were gonna go visit my Aunt Amy again so my grandma could see her, and so we went there. But on our way there we got stuck in a monsoon. So after spending a couple days with my Aunt Amy, we went to the Four Corners. We went to Mesa Verde, which is like a ruins area. I'm not really sure for what, but it was kind of cool. So I have no idea where this was, but we ate at the best hamburger little joint thing. It's like the Firehouse, but it had the most amazing burgers ever. So shout out to you, because those things were like the best things in my life, and it was like the smallest town, but I would literally go to that town again just to eat those burgers. Then we were in Wyoming, and we went on this like spontaneous bike ride. Our hotel had bikes that you could just go and bike, because you know that's what bikes are for. So me and my mom like biked all around this little town. Then we went to visit my mom's old school teacher. They have like a farm that they live on. We fed buffaloes, we saw the place where cows are like milked, and walked in a cornfield, and yeah, just a bunch of stuff. As we were there on their farm, we celebrated, they have a day called Farkleberry, which Farkleberry is not even a thing. They literally use blueberries for like their pies and everything that they made. From there we went and drove through the Badlands. Let me tell you, it is very, very hot. From there we visited Mount Rushmore, and as we were at Mount Rushmore, we were in like their gift shop, and there was actually a guy who had worked on Mount Rushmore, so I got to meet him. We bought a book for my dad from him, and he like signed the book. Next we drove through Yellowstone, and that was the prettiest drive I've ever been on. I took so many pictures. So we saw Old Faithful, and luckily for us we didn't have to wait that long, but it was pretty neat. It goes up super high. And the day before we met our youth group, we drove to Silverwood Theme Park, hung out there that whole day, did stuff. It was kind of rainy, so we didn't get to do a whole lot, and plus I'm not big on rides. I just kind of went to hang out with everyone. Funny story was when we were there the first night, I think it was, before the thing actually started, we went and ordered pizza from the back of the car, because since they knew that there was everyone from the youth group, and then plus the boys basketball, there was a bunch of guys there for basketball camp. Domino's, I think it was, had a car that they drove there filled with pizzas in it so people could get them. Basically what happened was they sold out. A guy was supposed to come, the guy never showed up. No, actually the guy ended up showing up, didn't have enough pizzas for everyone, so we had to go back to our thing without a pizza after we had been waiting there for a good 45 minutes to an hour. Then one of our leaders ended up getting us pizza, so we waited and all ate pizza. Then we went back to Seattle, and I hung out with my friend Danielle again. We went to a drive-in movie with her cousin Kaylin, and it was so much fun. The movies were actually pretty lame. And then on our way back we were hungry and kind of got lost, and I ended up falling asleep in the car. I was tired, but we stayed out until 3 a.m. Then, I think it was the next day after we went to the movies. Yeah, it was, because our parents were mad that we didn't come back home in time. We went hiking. We went to Squim Falls, and I think that's how you pronounce it. And then Franklin Falls, too. So we hiked and did that. I wasn't feeling as great, but it was still fun. I got some neat pictures. I also went to the Seattle Zoo. and took a bunch of pictures of different animals. Again, it was really hot, so it wasn't as enjoyable. And then also on the way home, we take the ferry from Bellingham back to my little tiny island. But there was an amazing sunset on the ferry. And also shout out to Dad for buying me a MacBook so I could edit my videos. I'm so happy, except right now it has a virus on it. I got hijacked I got a browser hijacking, and basically I'm really upset about it. Then I went to Tori Seeley's sisters, their birthday. They turned 6, not positive. And me and Tori reigned champions of the egg toss. Let me tell you, we were boss. I was in cross country again. And I PR'd by 3 minutes, which is amazing for me because I am not a runner. Let me tell you, not a runner. Also, it was my first time carving pumpkins. I went out and took pictures in 70-mile-an-hour winds with my mom because I just felt like it. Me and my mom and dad went on a Thanksgiving trip and got to hang out with my friend Danielle again, and we filmed a YouNow video. Basically, if you don't know what YouNow is a broadcasting where you go live and people watch you, and Thanksgiving dinner, and then Black Friday shopping and all that. It was just an overall good trip, I would say. And then I turned 18 on December 10th, and I did 18 random acts of kindness in 18 hours. I am planning on doing that video as my next video. Those are my main things that I did in 2014. I am so thankful for everyone who made 2014 an amazing year, and I definitely look forward to what's in store for this year to come. Follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest if you want, and on my YouNow. So I will leave all the information for that down below. If you like this video, please give it a big ol' thumbs up. Comment down below what you plan on doing in 2015, like bucket list ideas. Subscribe to my channel for more videos to come, and I just want to wish everyone the best for 2015. So I will see you guys later. Bye! Just kidding. I'm here all day long. So I was a model, because, you know, remember, I model. Whoever lost was supposed to go out in their snow, in their snow. They were supposed to go in their snow. That made no sense. I just love nature. Pretty neat. It was pretty neat, guys.